As I'm told, we have Demola, who is waiting for us at the MKO Abiola Stadium. Good morning, Demola. Are you there? Demola? Demola, can you hear me? Yes, go ahead. Tell us what the update is. Tell us what the update is.
Yes, I can hear you. If you can hear me very well, I'm actually... Okay, if you can hear me very well, I'm actually at the National Stadium where the protesters are actually protesting now. And to also tell you, this protest was actually supposed to happen at the Eagle Square, but at that minute, of course, they came down to the National Stadium. I can also tell you that two protests are actually going on simultaneously here. There are one for the pro-protest and the anti-protest. So, and one of the reasons why this protest is here is because many of the protesters here are saying that the hardship in the country is, of course, is too much, and they want Mr. President to do something about some of their grievances. While speaking to some of them here at the National Stadium, they talked about the issue of fuel subsidy, that the president should look into the issue of fuel subsidy, that the president should also look into the issue of the naira, the dollar against the naira, and of course the food inflation. These are some of the things that they are actually clamoring for, that the president can also look into this, because the Nigerian youth is actually very hungry. There's high unemployment rate in the country, so they want the president to look into this.
So, Demola, tell us, last time there was a peaceful protest in Nigeria. We saw police giving out water, some kind of refreshments to protesters. Have you seen anything like that so far in MKO Abiola Stadium?
We are hungry, oh.
Did you get
so my cameraman will just pan for you to see that the protesters are actually moving now, and the police are here. So far, there is peace that is maintained, but just like a few minutes ago, there was some sort of rowdiness around this area. But you can see them, the protesters are moving one after the other, moving to the other end, probably moving to the other end where the pro-protest, the anti-protest are. So, but the security so far is good. There's not been any violence so far here at the National Stadium. We are also hearing probably they might be moving to the Eagle Square from the National Stadium here in Abuja.
But there's a court
order. Yes, I was going to say there's a court order that restricts them to the MKO Abiola Stadium. Yes. Is there now a new directive for them to move to the Eagle Square? Because we have actually spoken to Femi as well, and we hear that there are a few of them at the Eagle Square, and we thought they would be coming to the MKO Abiola Stadium, not the other way around.
Demola,
did you get Mariam's question?
Okay, so early this morning, I went to the Eagle Square. When I was there, the protesters were actually not there. Yes, I do. I did get your question. Early this morning, I went to the Eagle Square, and I didn't find the protesters. But when I left, the protesters, some protesters went to the Eagle Square, and they were dispersed with tear gas by the police. So, from the information that we got, they were supposed to be here at the National Stadium. But now, here at the National Stadium, it looks as if they are done here, and they are moving from the National Stadium to the Eagle Square. Now, my cameraman can just pan, and you see that this place is actually empty now. Wow. So they are moving down to the Eagle Square. Everybody is moving down to the Eagle Square. That is the information that we just got here at the National Stadium.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Thank you so much, Demola. So I guess we'll see you at the Eagle Square in a moment. Once you get there, let us know. We'll come back to you to see, get some updates from you. They're moving to the Eagle Square.
Yeah, that is totally... That is scary because, they were earlier prevented from, converging at the Eagle Square. I wonder, how informed these protesters are. In Ogun State, there was a court restriction, restricting protests. In Lagos State, they were restricted completely to the Peace Park and the Ganifa Park in Lagos. And a protest can be carried out within certain areas. It doesn't have to go to places where they're not allowed to. I don't understand how this will go, and I pray it ends peacefully.
So apart from the protesters, for me, it shows me like there's a bit of problem with enforcing the law then. So we have a lot of, from the videos we've seen, there's quite a number of police on ground. And if they're unable to enforce the court order, I'm wondering, you know, that is just the minimum that can happen today. But I also hope it means that, you know, the police will follow like a procession to just keep that group peaceful.
Let me take Bonaventure. He's our correspondent from Imo State. Bonaventure, thanks for joining us. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, it's a
here,
caller from actually.
Good morning.
Bonaventure, good morning.
I can tell you, yeah, in Imo State, there is nothing like protest in Imo State.
Okay.
Yeah, but there is nobody on the road. Everywhere is very scanty. Nothing is happening here. Every shop, all the shops are closed. Nobody is working. No movement of anything here. Because of what happened to this Imo State yesterday, there was a lot of shooting in Imo State yesterday. That's why nobody come out. So that's the situation in Imo State.
Thank you very much, Bonaventure. That's good. That's an update from Imo State.
But
yes.
Which was based on the fact that there was violence yesterday, so everybody just decided to stay at home. I understand. So on social media, somebody was like, it's not a protest if you are not. That's YouTube. A comment came in that it's not a protest if you are restricting where they can go and where they can protest. That usually protesters should be allowed freedom to free flow and move around. But
and we need to correct that.
Yes, it's important to put it out there that they are not the restriction is to be able to offer protection from thugs and hoodlums or people that want to hijack the protest. And if it is not within a restricted area, we don't have enough manpower, that's from the police perspective, to be able to ensure that a procession will be protected. The young lady that was interviewed, in Ojota, very eloquent, spoke about the fact that she felt a right to come out to vote. People like that are they're not armed. They're not intending to do a violent protest, and those people need to be protected. And there are several of them like that across the nation who are stepping out peacefully to express themselves about the hunger in town, and those people are the ones we want to protect. If they are not in a confined place, it will be difficult to offer that protection. So for those that are still intending to join the protest, that's the reason for the confinement, according to the government, and you should also join the protest within the confined area, not just randomly saying you want to lead on the streets.